What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We've been working on this car since like 8 in the morning. It's super early for me, but we've been at this since like yesterday, taking the car apart because the last track event, which was 2 days ago, I thought I blew the motor because there was a lot of knocking. It sounded like it was taking at first. I thought it was maybe a lifter. It was going to be something a little bit easier than what we actually expected and what actually it was. So we took off this whole side. Wasn't nothing up here, wasn't no lifter, wasn't nothing in the way. So we just had to drop the pan. But to do that, you got to take off the subframe. So basically, we destroy the entire car, take everything apart, drop the pan, drop the motor mounts, everything. So the motor was just like floating. Drop the pan, drop the little shield plate, whatever that is, and found out that one of the piston rod bearings were toast. So I believe it was this number, whatever fucking piston this side is. The problem was the pickup feed seal was pinched, and I think it wasn't getting enough oil that it caused that bearing to basically spin. So still savable for the most part, but what we did was we dropped the crank, replaced all the rod bearings, and had the crank basically sanded and polished and cleaned up and looked over to make sure it was good. So got everything back up together, just had it running for about 20-ish minutes. And car runs great. There's no noise. It runs a little more like lenient than it did before. So I think that pickup the oil pickup, whatever that thing is called, was the biggest problem. That's what caused that to fail. So hopefully it's good now. We're gonna be testing the car on Thursday, and hopefully it withstands. If not, I found a new motor to go pick up if this goes bad. This is a 408 stroked motor, so it is a 6.0 stroke to a 408, which is a 6.6. But they're actually surprisingly, I don't want to say cheap, but they're affordable. So we found a new replacement just in case this goes out that we might pick up at the end of the week, just to have as a spare in case this goes out. But for the meantime, it seems like it runs good. Oil pressure is good. The AccuSump is working again. The AccuSump actually saved this motor's life because I guess I looked at the log and it did drop oil pressure. AccuSump worked and saved the motor for the most part. Luckily, I didn't drive it after that once I heard the ticking. So cut it from there and just let it sit until we figured everything out. So now it's running good. I got new seals done, so like new valve cover seals, new oil pan, all the little extra bullshit seals that we got to do down there. New oil, new everything. So ready to go, ready to rip. We're going to get this tested on Thursday. I'm just waiting for the other tires to come in because having some issue at the shop that's supposed to give us tires. So we're gonna go somewhere else and get some tires for this. Last event I did dirt drop a little bit. Luckily nothing happened except that it kind of cracked a little bit down here, but it's really nothing. Still okay. I mean, either way, I have a spare kit. I just picked up a DMX full kit with new front fenders, so that's another cool thing where it's like in case this kit goes out, I have that for the most part. So yeah, basically car's still in one piece. Got the other wheels coming, and then from there we can just go and test. So hopefully everything comes in by tomorrow and we can get this tested and get that going. But car runs, we fixed it, we saved it, so that's awesome. I also got to do an alignment, but top of that, so stoked. So let's get to work and do some other shit tonight because I've been on this for the past like 2 days, and then the day before that was the track day, and then the day before that, and the day before that was all prep and getting a loaded. So I've been working this car for almost a week straight. I got to get back to work. So let's get that going, and I'll keep you guys updated when the tires come in, and let's get that situated and go testing. All right, new day. About to start raising up the rear of the car because we have a lot of issues. Fucking loading it up onto the trailer. So we're about to raise this up a little bit higher. Just got the car raised up right now, or jacked up, because we're about to raise the rear because we're having issues loading it up. So we're going to raise this rear up a little bit and a tiny bit in the front, just that much more, because we got some V-clamps done for the exhaust and now those hit on the trailer. So that has to get raised up, and we're going to get the wheels off because we got the new ones where tires are going to get mounted in a little bit and swap them over. All right, I just got the rear raised up about 1/2 inch, which I think is more than enough that what we need as far as for like loading up on the trailer. The car doesn't look too high, so That way it'll sit where that's at, so it's like right on the wheel, or right on the tire, my bad. I'm about to drop this down to see where it sits, and then we're gonna go with the front and just give it another maybe ½ inch as well too, to have that little extra space. So that way there's no hassle loading up at all. I just put the hood on because we made a little hood rod for the car, so that way I can actually have the hood up sometimes because I don't have anything or no prop or nothing to hold it. So we just made one for that. And let's get the front raised up a little bit and see where it sits at a little better. And then we're gonna go take the other wheels to go get tires and get this back on the ground, get it washed up, cleaned up, and get it loaded up as well too. So that way all we gotta do tomorrow is just finish up my work stuff here, and then we can head out at night and go to the Orange Show Speedway and do some couple test laps out there. All right, so we got the cars ready. We got this one fixed. Everything looks like it's good. It runs good. We test drove. Everything feels fine. Just gave it a quick wash, put everything back together how it was, and we're gonna go test it today to see how this thing runs and see if it's still okay and savable and able to make it more events before we buy a new motor for it. This one we did a couple things. We fixed the bumper support, so now the bumper's actually on good. We did a couple of things for the radiator support as well too. I did a couple other brackets for like some little things for like the intake and stuff like that, so all that got fixed. Welded the hydro because in the last event it was very like loose, like left to right, so that got fixed. Fixed the seat and other little things. So this car's also ready. We're about to start loading them up because we're going to Orange Show Speedway tonight, and we're gonna be driving that like oval track. So today's gonna see if this car's gonna make it. Let's see if it's alive. Finally got the rear wheels on with the new tires. So stoked about that. We are gonna be running Kendas most likely for now on because we tried XComp, we tried other ones, and Kendas are the way to go right now. They seem to last the longest and they blow the most smoke, and they feel really good. Car doesn't feel loose, it doesn't feel too grippy. It's like right the niche of the perfectness of it. So sick. We're gonna get this loaded up. been having a bunch of issues, but hopefully we figured it out now. I'm gonna give it another couple more laps and kind of see, or whatever lap we could get, and just kind of see. Okay. Back on Bentley's car. You can even hear me, but we're gonna be swapping out his fuel pump to see if that's the issue, and we're gonna go testing tomorrow. What happened? Yeah. Let's load it up. Ready to go. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I saw it fucking snap on you. Turn it more, turn it more. And chuck it, and he fucking did it. I have no visor.